In this video, we're going to talk with Erik, who joined my coaching program 6 months ago, and now he's been able to grow his business to over 40K a month. So we're gonna, have his feedback on how is it been going and the things that he has learned along the way. So, Erik, maybe you can introduce yourself for people who don't know you.
So my name is Erik. I run the RV Cleaning Academy. I'm from Texas. I have a background working a 9-to-5 job. Worked a lot of crappy jobs in the past, and I always had a dream of being an entrepreneur, traveling the world, and now that's exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, it's a long story.
Yeah, it's good. So actually, we are in Thailand right now. So Erik flew all the way from Texas, and we've been able to work together on this business. So when we started together 6 months ago, where were you in your business? What kind of revenue were you making?
$200 a month.
Okay. And so why? What were you selling at the time?
So I had the idea of turning my service-based business into a coaching program and teaching people how to do the same thing because it was a untapped market. So it was a niche cleaning business, cleaning RVs, and that business was going well, right? I did work at Walmart in the past. I left Walmart. I started the RV cleaning business, but I was out there cleaning RVs every single day, and the money wasn't bad, but I was tied to my location. And so that's when I had the idea of starting a coaching program, right? And because that was going to give me the freedom to travel, to do what I want, to stop doing physical labor. So what had happened is I recorded all the videos, right? The tutorials, everything, and then I started a school community.
A school community, okay.
Yeah. And I started, I tried to, make the price high and nobody would buy. And then eventually I had to drop down the price to $29 a month. And I was also running Facebook ads, and yeah, I was only making $200 to $300 a month with the school community, and a lot of churn. A lot of people would pay, and then they would not pay the next month. They would just pay the $29, and then just, yeah.
Okay, and so what do you think was the bottleneck or the problem that preventing you from growing with the school community or what you were doing at the time?
I didn't know how to sell. I didn't know how to run Facebook ads properly.
Okay.
I didn't know how to price my program. I didn't know I was doing it way too cheap. I was just underselling myself.
So you said that what stopped you from growing is that you didn't know how to sell, and also probably the offer altogether was not good enough to kind of scale the business.
Yeah.
and so that's what we fixed at the beginning. We created a high ticket offer. So what changed in the first few weeks or the first few months when we switched to that strategy?
So we raised the price. I was selling it for $29 a month, which I don't even know why I made it that cheap. That was not good. And we changed it from $29 to $3,000 for 90 days. Okay, so a legit coaching program.
Yeah.
Month 1, month 2, month 3. They could do a split payment. We were also fixed the Facebook advertising, as well as the long form content on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I started posting every single day, short forms on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, on TikTok, as well as making a lot of long form YouTube videos. So that started bringing in more and more qualified leads, right? My calendar, we also set up a basic funnel.
Yeah.
Right? We ditched the school community. We rebuilt everything on a different platform. And yeah, we optimized the funnel, just a basic 2-step. They book a call, and then they hop on, and then I ask them about their situation, and then I pitch them the coaching program. And I want to say within the first few weeks, I got my first 2 high ticket clients.
Okay.
So that was completely changed everything.
It's like selling 200 school subscription basically.
Yeah.
Just 2 sales. So it's a game changer. And so just after that, how long did it take you to reach 10K a month, if you remember?
It took 2 months to reach 10K a month. It was month number 1, I think we reached 4K, and then maybe like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Month number 2, it was like 6 to 7K, something like that, and then like I think somewhere during like month number 3, finally hit like the 10K per month mark.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah, it's good. You already had like a foundation. You were already making content, but some of it needed to be like optimized to drive more sales and things like that. So that's why I think you got the result pretty fast, and also you were taking action. Like sometimes I have clients, I tell them, do this, post this video, and they take like forever to do it. Like they take a week or like 3 weeks to just make like a YouTube video, and then they wonder why they don't have the result. So it's like you took the action, and so that's why you got the result, because everything was aligned, like the offer, the traffic, and all these things. And at first you rely mostly on organic, I believe, and a bit of ads, like $10 a day or something like that.
Retargeting ads.
Yeah.
So it was like 90% organic, and then there was like some retargeting ads as well. And like the retargeting ads, they worked, of course, because it was people who had seen my content before.
Yeah.
But what really changed things was like changing how we like angled the content, how we presented it, posting more consistently.
Yeah.
Of course, getting more like bookings into the calendar, and then also adding on like some good like Facebook ads on top of that. So I will say this, like what he said is true. You could have a coach, have a mentor, right? Someone could tell you exactly what to do, but if you don't take action, if you're not posting content, if you're not working every day to reach that goal of like 10 grand a month, you're not going to see it unless you put in like the hard work.
Yeah, that's true. It's not so much about the content particularly. Like you can rely 100% on ads, but there's still something that you need to take action on and show up and do the work that's required. So at first it was 90% organic, but over the last few months we started to ramp up the ads. Now it's more like 70% ads, 30% organic in terms of like the clients, where they're coming from. And so, walk me through the results, like last month. How did that look like in terms of revenue, amount of client, and things like that?
So we booked 10 clients last month, and we reached 30K cash collected. Not like overall, like, like 30K cash collected, partial payments and stuff. So there's even more money coming in next month. So last month was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. 10 clients, 30K cash collected, and I think it was 45K of like contracted new revenue. So there will be like still new payment coming this month and the next month. And in terms of the offer, can you share a bit more about the different offers that you have right now compared to the initial high ticket offer?
So the initial high ticket offer was done for you. It was $3 grand, which, if you're just starting off, I mean, that's fair. Now there's 2 different offers. There's done with you. That's $3,600. So it's a lot less work, a lot less, BS that you got to deal with. So I mean, like we raised the price from the done with you and brought it up to like 3,600, and then now the done with you is 5,700. So it's quite a bit of increase in the price as well, and we're selling more than we were before, and we increased the price, and we're probably going to increase the price again, once there's just too many people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's a great option to like have a higher ticket offer, because before it was just one-on-one coaching. You would do a bit of done for you for them as well, but mostly the offer was like one-on-one coaching. And then when you got like too many people for that, we turned that offer into the group coaching. And then we introduced like a new tier of like more expensive offer that was the one-on-one. But I think there's room to improve the price a lot, because the students are getting great results, right? So they make their money back pretty quick, and they're pretty happy.
The students are getting like instantaneous like returns on their investment. So it's not like I'm not gonna say like other offers don't work, but in this specific niche that I'm in, the students can quickly like book jobs, get clients, get like cash flow coming into their business extremely fast. So I think we have to raise the price in the future, because the value of what we're offering is quite good.
Yeah, for sure. And also there's so much time you can allocate to one-on-one coaching. So what's changed like since like the early days up to now, like in the business, you think in terms maybe of the sales process or like the marketing or the others, what has been the biggest change in your opinion?
The marketing is better, way better. And I mean, I thought I knew Facebook ads. Not true. I'm still learning every single day. So the advertising is a lot better, as well as the like I said, like the angle, what we're offering, like not just offering one-on-one coaching, but telling people, oh, like we're gonna build the website, we're gonna do this, we're gonna set up your ads, so it's kind of like a whole package, so to speak. These people are getting more than just mentorship. They're getting their business set up for them. And so if you angle it like that, you'll be able to like charge like a higher price. And as far as like, I mean, everything's just better. Everything is just improved.
Sounds good. And so was there like a specific moment where you feel like a click or like something changed? Like,
yeah.
when was that and what was it about?
When we started getting consistent results, like around the clock, like every 2 or 3 days, maybe sometimes every day, someone joining or someone even possibly joining. I would say that we'd probably have a student join every single day. If obviously like sometimes people get on and they have like a financial situation where they have to maybe move some money around or they have to get financing. Other than that, if they have the money, the closing rate is very consistent.
Yeah.
It's like 28%, which is really damn good. So, it's a no-brainer. Like every 2 to 3 days, we're getting someone to sign up.
Yeah, that's true. Right now it's quite on the clock, like you say, consistent. So we just need to increase the ad spend, and that's what we're working on at the moment, hiring a new closer as well. What made you decide to like pull the trigger and like start working with me and join my coaching back then? Like I remember our call.
I do too.
Yeah. So like what made you decide to seek help and also like to work with me specifically?
So I was getting like the terrible results with the school community. I tried to do everything on my own.
Yeah.
I did, and I can say this, like I tried to do things on my own by myself, to see if I could do it by myself, and it was just taking too long. I spent 8 months doing it on my own, only to make like $200 a month. I spent 8 months to get to that. I spent like almost 8 months and I didn't make a single dollar. Nobody bought. And so, I was making progress, but it was so slow and it was like the money was not good. And I almost gave up a few times too. I actually almost gave up. I thought that my offer was useless at certain points, and I almost literally threw it in the trash. Like, okay, you know what, this business is not worth it. Nobody's buying. Let me just get rid of it. And I'm so glad I didn't. So I was cleaning an RV one day. I was up on the roof cleaning the RV, and I would watch like YouTube videos, business stuff.
Yeah.
And I searched up, how to build a coaching program, how to do this, how to do that. So I was like still learning, trying to figure out on my own.
Yeah.
I found your YouTube channel. I watched your video, and I just remember I was cleaning the RV that day, and I started watching all your videos. So I literally watched all your videos on YouTube.
Okay.
And then I saw like the link to book a call with you.
Yeah.
So I booked a call, and I showed up to the call. And then when we got on the call, you knew exactly like what problems I was facing. You seen like the bottleneck and the issues, and that's when I pulled the trigger, because I trusted you, and I was like, okay, like you seem like a genuine person, and
here we are on the channel.
Yeah, and I told you, you asked me like, what's my goal, right? What do you want? What is your ultimate goal? And I was honest. I said, oh, like I want to come to Thailand. Yeah. And you mentioned that you're living in Thailand, so I thought, like, damn, that's crazy, right? Like, so I said, yeah, that's my dream. I want to make 10 grand a month. I want to come to Thailand, and now, we're here. We made it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a good success story. So, I mean, and it's just the beginning. I feel like the offer and the niche has way more potential. So I guess we'll do like a follow up in 6 months or something, or a year. When we reach 100K a month.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what's been like the feedback? Working with me, what do you think about the relationship so far, and how I've been able to help you?
It's been epic. It's more than just working now. It's like it's a mindset. It's being able to learn from someone who's had a decade plus of business experience. And it's more than just business, right? Like, yeah, it really is like mindset and like how you have to think, where you have to be, and it's been a great time. And yeah, we're not stopping.
Sounds good. And so I guess you've had like maybe other coaches before, or you've talked to like marketing agency and things like that. Like, what has been the difference that you've seen in the way I help you or my client and things like that compared to a typical like coach or agency?
So yeah, I've had other coaches and mentors in the past, but they were experts in business, like overall business, but they weren't experts in online business, right?
Yeah.
And they would tell me things to do, but they were just kind of like just giving me like general business advice, which wasn't like working, like online business is a whole different beast from like a regular like physical business, of course. And because you were like a specific expert in this kind of thing, like scaling a coaching business or scaling an online business, and you had previous experience, you know what to do. You already know what to do. You say, oh, we got to do this, and this, and this, like very specific, right? Versus someone who just gives you like a mindset thing, like they just pump you up and say, oh, well, try this, try that. Like, it wasn't trying. It was like, oh, we have to do this, right, to fix this problem, to fix this bottleneck. And, I had been part of school communities before, like cheap school community. Oh, grow your coaching business. How to do Facebook ads for your coaching or school community. And getting a cheap online course, you're not going to get the same results as having like a mentor or someone to like help you do it, someone to help you like step by step, like what I said, because every single person's situation is different. Like, yeah, I had been part of courses before and it said, oh, you got to do this. And I joined another course and they say, oh, you got to do this different. And versus someone who can like look at your situation and say like, okay, for your situation, you have to do like this thing,
Yeah, so it's like remove the guesswork and get the stuff done. And also, like I started coaching you, but then when you reach, I think like 10, 12K a month, we transition and now I do it for you. So the ads and the thing like that, I take it over and build a funnel so you don't have to worry about that and you can focusing on the client. So
yes,
that is something as well that, can really work for some people. So I'd say like if someone on the fence, maybe they consider like working with me or getting my help to grow their coaching business, what would you tell them?
I would tell them pull the trigger, don't be afraid. Just if you're someone who's been having mixed results or even someone who's just starting, like you're going to be in good hands. Alex is a good guy. Like I've had a great experience with him. He's a master at his craft. And if you're on the fence, just do it. You're missing out. If you sign up with some other coach or course or something like that, you're not going to get the same like level of one-on-one support. You're not going to get the same level of like someone actually going in, digging deep and going into like the nitty-gritty. This is someone who's going to focus specifically on your situation and custom build everything for you. And it's like everything is custom. Like nobody's situation is the same. So yeah,
that's good, thanks. So like what's the next step? What's the goal for the next 6 to 12 months?
100K a month.
All right.
Yeah,
that's good. I think definitely we have the potential to do that. It's just 20 clients a month, something like that. So around 100 sales calls showed up. Shouldn't be that hard. That's what we're working on right now. So sounds good. I guess we'll do a follow-up video. Do you have any other things to say or advice for people, growing their business or whatever?
I would say book a call with Alex if there's a link down below. Book a call with him, and yeah, guys, this is the real deal.
All right. Well, yeah, I think that's it for today. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
So if you guys want to help to grow your coaching business, you can just click the link in the description, book a free call with me, and we'll talk about how we can scale your business. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.